Hey.
Welcome CD Gaming. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream of the Madden League Season 13, 2018. We got some hot games coming
Welcome
at you
in,
today.
everybody.
So
It's
welcome, buddy. Welcome to the front.
And you're tuned into Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, Deshaun Watson. This is a sight that NFL fans everywhere are happy to see, his return to the playing field. Their franchise quarterback, the one leading him out, back to full health now for his second season out of Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson. Now a first down throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Watson now on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They'll run it here. This is James White. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now they'll throw with Brady. There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Let us go,
now
Devin.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point.
You got it, definitely.
Block.
Oh, he blocked it. Did he get it? He got it. Did he get it?
He will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt.
And New England Patriots. Look at this play. Look at this play. Look at this block.
Well, there's a blocked extra point.
Watch
I
the
remember
block.
playing, and
Watch how he blocks
we
the
had
ball.
one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our
block.
holder told the head coach,
Let's go
just relax,
Texans.
coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point.
Houston,
Oh,
Texans.
my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but
Still
all for
second down.
naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on second is Watson. His throw incomplete. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
DeAndre Hopkins was named All-Pro for the first time in 2017 and really don't have to do much but look at the statistics to know why. 4 touchdown grabs in 2016, jumped that up to 13 in 2017. That led all NFL receivers. Also added in 96 catches and close to 1,400 yards. DeAndre Hopkins' ability to get free in the secondary is a marvel, mainly because of head fakes and body control.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
On first down, it's Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Watson now to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Adrian Claymore in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. That's caught by the rookie from UCF, Jordan Akins, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson, and he finds his man Griffin. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Watson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. On 1st down, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. To the air yet again, Watson. And this one's incomplete. Deontay Foreman, the intended target, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Every now and then I indulge myself with looking at the game through a safety's eyes, since I used to play that position as well. And Devin McCourty, the only Pro Bowler for the New England Patriots defense in 2017, he's been a constant there almost as much as one quarterback named Tom Brady. He's only missed 5 games in 8 years, and he runs the defense for the Patriots.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Adrian Claymore in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean? Break out just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle. The Texans and Patriots met in the divisional round of the playoffs 2 years ago. The Pats won that one, but they also met in one of the better games of the regular season last year. The Pats won, but it was in pretty dramatic fashion.
How about Deshaun Watson, his 2nd start in the NFL for the Houston Texans? He went toe-to-toe with the master himself, Tom Brady, didn't he? But in the end, you know how it always turns out, right?
Brady did his thing, found Brandon Cooks for a 36-33 win.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Brady finding Hogan on third down, and the Patriots able to convert. Brady now on first down, and that is incomplete here. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Tyrann Mathieu knocks that one away, and when I'm evaluating guys in the game today, who has the best instincts, I'm not sure I put anyone ahead of him.
Really?
Yeah.
You put him up near the top?
I really do. The way that he plays, he almost doesn't have a position anymore. I don't care if it's a safety, a corner, a nickel, a linebacker. He knows how to get around the football and make plays that affect the game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
On the run, it's Burkhead. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can walk?
As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Gostkowski for the point after. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Watson throwing on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now they can't bring it down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Watson on third and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They had it first and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Julian Edelman gets ready to take the field again here on offense. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing now is Brady. And his throw here is incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Watson looking to throw on second down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Watson on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Watson looks to throw again. And he's going to go down again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break, Watson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Guy.
Now it's Patterson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because
rush coming, and he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or are you trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted? Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, they run with Burkhead. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. They both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now flags come in. Look like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Here we go. Goal 50. By 20.
Now a play fake. Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He was looking for Edelman there. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the interception, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On first down, it's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Here's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now a first down throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On second down, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back 22! Back 22!
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first down, Watson. Throw left side, complete. It's Griffin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Watson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. To throw is Watson on first and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. To the air yet again, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans get a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll run now with Burkhead. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
They'll run. This is Burkhead. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. We focus in on Phillip Rivers, 15th year in the league, his 13th year as a starter, and the all-time passing leader in Charger history.
Another great year for Phillip Rivers, 28 touchdown passes, and he went over 50,000 pass yards for his career while having his team in playoff contention late in the season. A lot of people thought the Chargers might look for a quarterback with their 17th overall pick. They didn't. In fact, they didn't draft one at all, which is a testament to Phillip Rivers' continued great play and durability.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about him going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story.
This is Gordon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Chargers offensive starters here. And when you think about the receivers, last year they take Mike Williams, 7th overall, only 11 catches, hoping for more production out of him.
They need it, too, because they have to continue to take pressure off of Keenan Allen, who plays like an all-pro every time you see him hit the field. And if Mike Williams can give them what they expect, remember, he was the 7th pick of the draft when he came out. That would be a huge deal for them, and they will need him early because they open up against Kansas City at home.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Caught left side, Williams. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you're like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Brandon Marshall's evolved into a very good all-around linebacker in the NFL. Can range from sideline to sideline as a tackler, drops well in pass coverage, and also rushes straight ahead as a blitzer. You name it, he's able to do it and do it well.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, Rivers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
To throw, Rivers. And that is incomplete. The veteran Adam Jones there on the coverage.
There's no doubt that Adam Jones had a checkered career, but he's playing his best football after the age of 30. That pass breakup there, another indicator.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm no cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And before they can get settled in here, time expires. The first quarter of action. 0-0 our score. Charles and I back to Denver after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shane Ray in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Throwing Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon from 13 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. It'll be Case Keenum leading the charge, making his first start in a Bronco uniform here in this one.
At the 2018 draft, when the Broncos' number came up at 5, plenty of chatter that they might take a quarterback right there. Remember, Josh Allen was still on the board. Josh Rosen was still on the board. But the Broncos made a commitment to Case Keenum in free agency, and they're living up to it. Did not take a quarterback in that slot. Going to ride with their new number 4, Case Keenum.
Keenum now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On 1st and 10, Keenum got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Back to throw, Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about it.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sua Cravens in there to get him for a loss of 5. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
2nd down, Rivers. And open left side, it's Williams. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Sturgis for the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, it's Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Keenum on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw on second down is Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now it's Keenum. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
It certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point from McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. Now a first down throw. Keenum gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Now Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Keenum to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And Freeman lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense and usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
To throw is Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rivers now to throw on first down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Von Miller in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The number 2 pick back in 2011, Von Miller still doing his thing.
Boy, is he ever. If I were an offensive tackle, I don't know what I would do. I would tell the tight end he's got to stay in on all passing situations and help me out because he's got every move imaginable. One of the quickest guys off the ball in the league, and he's going to get to the quarterback. I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. Keenum. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
And so let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this one off the play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. On first down, Keenum. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On first and 10, here's Keenum. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down. From the red zone, it's Keenum. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Again, it's Keenum. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And able to find Green. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough. Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Now a second down throw for Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Brandon Marshall in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one. Rivers now. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense. It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so. Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Brandon Mebane in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And this is incomplete. Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Keenum. And he's got Hireman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Keenum now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kyle Emanuel in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Here's Rivers. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready.
They keep it on the ground again. Gordon, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Here we go. Come on!
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel setting, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Steelers offense coming out, led by none other than Ben Roethlisberger, 36-year-old quarterback, and he did play week 3 of the preseason after sitting out the first 2. You know, when you get to his age, you've been around that long, how much do these preseason games matter?
They don't matter a heck of a lot. They want to be out there just to feel the game a little bit, knock off some of the rust because practice isn't quite the same. But you don't want to be out there very long, and he wasn't against Tennessee. Ran a few series and concluded it with a gorgeous touchdown pass to Justin Hunter. He looks like he's ready for the regular season.
Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now spinning away. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 66 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. You get a look at Patrick Mahomes ready to take the reins for the Kansas City Chiefs. Started last year in Week 17, but now he's the guy in 2018.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see how they bring him along. You know, a lot of people say, well, do you have some training wheels on a young quarterback? But Patrick Mahomes is at his best when he's a little bit more of a freewheeling guy who can use his big arm to get the ball downfield. I suspect the Chiefs are going to lean towards letting him go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. And now the Chiefs offensive starters.
Definitely in the running for the title of best receiving tight end in the NFL today is Travis Kelce, because he can do it all. 83 catches for over 1,000 yards last year, but they can split him out wide like a wide receiver, utilize him like a running back when they run him inside on some shovel passes, and then when he catches the ball downfield, often turns it into big plays and even bigger yardage.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go. Blue 45.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. They find some open field here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Now Brown. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 18 yards to pick up there.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Dodges him at the 50. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
A big reason this team led the league in offense, their offensive line. Monster strength. 3 Pro Bowlers last year in Alejandro Villanueva, David DeCastro, and Marquise Pouncey. Kept their quarterbacks upright to throw it downfield and carved a lot of holes for their runners.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Bell so light on his feet. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more, and it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hump, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Brown. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger, a screen to Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Throwing on first down is Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Mahomes now on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available
and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
No go. Green, 90.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Green, 90.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now it's Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Here we go now.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, green 90.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Hunt. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Butker is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Again, it's Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he stays out. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Green 90. Green 90. Hut.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go. Green 39. Hut. Green. Hut.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Green 39. Hut. Green. Hut.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll go again with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. The give is to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now here comes Kansas City. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
A give to Bell. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.